trade to make a living, it becomes so difficult. If you trade to make an income month end, it becomes so difficult. This is why we tend to see people start doing account management, start selling signals, selling all these other things to supplement that, right? And I always say this to people, is that trading is not, we must understand what trading is, right? It's an investment tool, right? It's not an income generator tool.
Warren Buffett was once told in the '08 crash, Mr. Buffett, you have lost $10 million today. Do you know what he said? He said, I haven't lost anything. I haven't sold. Me and Buffett have the same mindset. I'm tens of thousands in loss on my Euro USD trades, but I haven't lost anything because I haven't closed the trade. No stop loss. We share that mindset, and inshallah, the markets will turn around and I will be profitable. That's the problem with these traders nowadays. Stop losses, closing their trades. Don't close, don't lose.
Exactly, yeah.
Good evening to everyone. Please let me know if we are on the same, what do we call it? If you are hearing my voice, please, so that I know we are on the same.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Welcome back to another class tonight. Tonight, we are going to talk about, the topic tonight is about trimming, rollover, and what do we call it? Price zone management. This class it's not going to be a fully practical class, but it's meant for the people that are just joining us. But it will do everybody better thing if all of us can just follow the suit, and I'll explain how to apply all these things that we are talking about. So we take it from there. And for those people who are already in the class for over a year or months, we will be the one asking answer some questions so that the new people among us will be able to start following the suit. So now, the first thing we need to talk about tonight, we want to discuss about tonight is trimming. Some people called me and they said they've never had all these terminologies in the trading industry for very long, since they have been trading. Yes, you may not understand, you may not hear this because this is not what the industry normally talk about. Many people doesn't talk about all this, not because they are hiding it, or maybe some people are hiding it, I don't know. But somebody like me, I don't hide it. You don't hear this kind of a thing in the industry because many people doesn't even know. What we know is what the brokers normally teach us. Every Saturday they ask us to gather and they teach us all this nonsense. And this nonsense has been stuck in our head for a very long time. And I normally tell people, Fox, every one of us know, I know some of us would know Fox, F-O-X, and chicken. They can never be a friend, never, because the best food for fox is chicken. So if chicken is now moving along with a fox, the chicken is going to end in the pot of fox. The same thing is the retail trader, which is me and you, we are not a friend to broker. Now, let's use common sense. A broker needs our money, but the broker is asking us to come to their office on Saturday or come during the week to teach us how to get money from them. Common sense applies that you can never get money because the relationship between broker and trader is fox and chicken relationship. So broker will never give you anything that will make you succeed. But unfortunately, all the information we are getting, we got it from them. So it's now that most of us are trying to move out of this narrative. Many people still struggle with me when I say I don't use stop loss. I've seen many people coming to my YouTube channel and tell me, you are stupid if you are not using stop loss. But I'm stupid. I asked one of them, have you been trading for a very long time? How long have you been trading? He said, for 2 years. I said, okay, can you give me a report of 2 years? that you have been trading and using stop loss. He couldn't give me any report. And he asked me the same thing. I said, this is little thing I have, but I don't use stop loss. Because you see, some of us, we cannot undo what we have been taught. We struggle. Even there are people that have been using my software since last year. When they call me, I check their trading. I can see that they are still struggling with those old information they got. They can't let it go. They can't let it go. They can't let those information go. They are still struggling, and that is why they are not making anything. They are not growing with my system because it looked like magic, and they have stuck with what they have learned in the past. So guys, here, I'm telling you, if you take your time to give my strategy opportunity, you will never regret it. And I used to tell people, let me share my screen. I'm going to use one of our members' account later to explain some things. It will be clear to some of people that are already in my class since last year, but it may not be clear to you that you are just joining us. But please, just make sure you are following. You are going to get it right. If some people are already getting funded by our strategy, so you are going to get it out, but not immediately. It may not be immediately. It depends on the way individual capacity, knowledge capacity is. But everybody will get it, no matter which level of your capacity of thinking, of reasoning, of education, you will still get it. But you have to be patient. We can't all of us cannot get it at the same time. Okay. So please, did you see my whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Person. Okay. So now I normally I will start from whiteboard. What I want to explain. We said tonight class, we're going to discuss number one. We said trimming. Our class will not exceed 45 minutes and or 50 minutes, and we use the remaining time for question and answer, rollover. And the third one, we said price zone management. Okay. These are the three things we are going to talk about. Please, guys, this is only three things you need to learn from me. You don't need to learn any other thing than this. Once you understand these three things, you get freedom from me forever. And I can promise you, in as much as you don't deviate from me, you can never lose 1 cent to any broker again. I'm not saying you can make profit. You understand? But I'm telling you, you can never lose 1 cent to any broker ever again. But I cannot promise you how much profit you can make. That won't depend on how you reason. Because I can't teach people how to reason. I can teach people how to use my tool. But how to reason, that won't depend on the person using the tools. Okay. So now, as a layman, can somebody tell me in a layman English, what do you understand by trimming? In the layman English, can somebody just tell me? Raise up your hand if you want to try.
Cutting off something.
Mr. Samuel Oyekola. Unmute yourself. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So what I understand by trimming is that, let's say, for example, a tree, you don't have to cut it down, but you just have to trim it so that it looks beautiful. So trimming is just cutting the unnecessary part or the unwanted part away.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. You make me happy. You make me happy because that's the layman English. Now let's apply layman English to what we want to teach going forward in our class. So I'm going to erase number 2, number 3, so I can explain that. Because you see, when we break it down, to layman understanding, it will help us when we want to apply it in the. Please, if your mic is not muted, please help us mute it. Otherwise, I'm going to take you out of my class. It's a discipline. I don't deal with people that lack discipline. Once I will mute everybody now. If you want to answer my question, you unmute yourself. Immediately you answer the question, you mute yourself back. If you are now the one that's disturbing my class, I won't tell anything. I'll just take you out, or you can come out, come in my class again. You come next week. It's a law. Any place that there's no law and regulation is going to be messed up place. And I won't allow my class to be a messed up place, guys. Okay. So now, let's look at this. Let's look at this. You remember that in those days, our parents can buy us a school uniform. Let's say this is a knicker. This knicker is for 7-year-old boy. But maybe me, let me say I'm 5 years old, guys. But my mother will go and buy this knicker for me, and it will take it to a tailor to mend it, to trim it. So now maybe they will adjust this side for this side to size my weight, so that my weight can size this side. And when I move to primary 2, my mother would take the short knicker back to tailor to open it a bit and open it a bit for my width. So this is what a layman English is called trimming. Now let's apply it to trading. Let's apply it to trading. So trimming, all of us understand the basic meaning of trimming. So now to apply it to trading is that, let's say you sold 0.2 lot size and market move against you for $8 minus $8. And you have another trade, which is a buy, maybe 0.3, and that one give us $12. Because we are edge trader, you don't use stop loss in our trade. So we use, in this scenario, we are going to trim the 2 trades. We are going to trim 2 of them by closing this one 100% because it's profit. And we can close. Okay, don't let me use it. Don't let me use that scenario like that. Let me change it. Let me change this scenario. Let's say this is minus $24. Okay. So I'm going to close the buy direction 100%, and I'll partial close the loss side in a way that it will not make me have losses in my investment. And this is what we call trimming in Forex. Now we want to apply it to trading. You can use this thing to trade gold, soybean, maize, S&P 500, US 30, Gen 30, mention anything trading. You can use this formula to trade them without using a stop loss. You don't need a single stop loss. So if you are the one that you are among of us and you believe so much in stop loss, please, you need to go and drop those things behind the door whenever you are coming to our class. So you start learning this method. This method is not well known. So if you are lucky to be among us, just learn it and let it sink in your system. And you won't regret it, guys. Okay, now, how do we do? When we close this 100% and we have 24 minus 12, is going to give us, how much profit is going to give us? 24 minus 12. What profit? Somebody, just raise up your hand.
12.
Huh? Someone? Somebody?
12.
Okay. Let me repeat my question again. Please, before you answer the question, please raise up your hand so that we have audacity in the house. We have minus $24 and we have plus $12. What profit are we going to get if we trim both of them? What profit are we going to get? Anybody to help me? Minus $24 plus $12, and we want to trim both of them. What is our profit? Mr. Samuel Oyekola? Mr. Samuel Oyekola, unmute yourself.
Oh, all right, sir. Thank you, sir. So if we trim both of them right now, we are going to have minus $12.
Okay. Then the question is, what is our profit if we trim both of them together?
We have negative profit, sir.
We can't make profit. We are going to be at loss.
Yes, sir.
That is what I want to hear from you. Because minus 24 plus 12 is going to give us minus $12. We are going to get minus $12. And we don't want to get any negative in our trading. So that is why we said we have to partial close the negative. We are going to close this one 100%, then we partial close the sell side that is negative. So let's say we close this 100%, we close this, and we want to partial close this. Can somebody tell me what partial close will be okay for you? What partial close are you going to do with this lot size? Anyone in the house? We don't have old students, old people, people that have. Okay, Mr. Samuel Oyekola. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. It's like you are dominating the class, but it's okay. What partial close are we going to do?
All right, sir. So if we want to partial close it, we will close 100% of 0.3 and we will now remove 0.1 from the negative value, which is minus 12.
Okay, please come again. You said what? We partial close what?
0.1.
Okay, if you partial close 0.1, that means we are going to have minus 12.
Yes, sir. Or another thing we can do is to remove probably 0.01. Then we will see what that value gives us, and we will now calculate what we can remove that we are going to be left with positive value.
Okay. Thank you very much. You really try. You really try. Always have it at the back of our mind that we are not going to make loss. Whatever decision we want to make, we are not going to make. If we partial close 0.1, we are going to have zero profit. No profit, no loss. We are not going to be trading like this. For every time we trim, we must have something, even if it is 1 cent plus 1 cent, we must have something. Somebody, Mr. Prizoblo, you said we can close 0.1, which is minus 12. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying now. We can't close 0.1 because minus 12 plus 12 is equal to 0. And that is not the right way to trade. Every time we close a trade, we must keep small profit. That is just the principle. You must close something. So is either we close from 0.09 to 0.01. That is what we can close. So for us to get profit from here. So that is trimming. That is the trimming. By the time we are doing practical, I'm explaining to you now, to us in the class now. By the time we start practicalizing it in a real account, you will see how sweet it is if you use it to trade. It's better you spend your time to learn this than to be spending your time to know price action, ICT, whatever, all this trend line, all this nonsense thing they are teaching. You don't need all those things. This is what you need. By the time you try to know all this, you will see that trading is very, very simple. You don't need to even spend, you don't need to spend 30 minutes in front of your screen because you already know what you are going to do at what time. Okay. This is just general view of trimming. So let's go to the second topic, which is rollover. Today, Friday, will be our real practical class. We won't talk about this. It's for professional class. So we are going to apply it to account, real account. So now let's go to 2. Let's go to our second, which is rollover. Any accountant in the house? Do we have anybody who is accountant in the house? You can raise up your hand. If you have any accountant in the house, raise up your hand. Okay. I have seen one accountant, but he didn't want to raise up his hand. It's fine. Can somebody tell me what is a layman understanding of rollover, please? Just layman. You are not a trader. Somebody just say rollover. And how can you express it? How can you, what is understanding? What is your understanding about rollover? Accountant will get it right. That's why I want accountant to, but all the accountants in the house, they are silent. Can somebody help us? I'm not an accountant, I'm a mathematician. Can anybody help us? Mr. Free Blue, you are writing on my screen. What is going on? You want to take over my class? Okay, Mr. Snow Mezi. We have a lot of names here. Mr. Snow Mezi, can you tell us your layman understanding of rollover?
Hello, class. I hope you can hear me.
I'm hearing you.
Okay. My own understanding of rollover is actually checking out for your trade and checking the area where we have your float. It's just all about reducing your float so that you can remain safe in the market. That's just what I understand by it, so that your equity will be safe and your balance will be in good shape.
Mr. Snow Mezier, are you in my class before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because the way you are answering the question, I know you are stealing the answer from the class. Okay, it's fine. Rollover is just a way of giving back to market to secure your capital, because our strategy, before I go further, can somebody tell me the basic 2 rules of trading? The basic, because I want to apply it to rollover now. Can somebody tell me the basic 2 rules of trading? Rule number 1 and rule number 2. There's only 2 rules that govern trading. Can somebody tell me in the class? Can somebody tell me in the class? My people didn't come to class today. Mr. Snow Mezier, what is the 2? Rule number 1.
Rule number 1, never lose your capital.
Thank you very much, sir. Rule number 2.
I can't remember number 2, but I just know it's all about making profits. Saving your capital.
Rule number 2. Thank you, Mr. Snow Mezier. Can somebody help us? Rule number 2. Okay, Mr. Samuel Ricola, rule number 2.
Remember rule number 1.
God will bless you, sir. That is only 2 rules governing trading. Rule number 1, never lose your capital. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. You can never see anybody that will tell you rule number two. Rule number two, make profit. Profit is a bait that broker normally give amateur trader. Trader that have not matured. Price will be giving you a bait that will be running after profit until you lose your capital. And when you lose your capital, you lose the business, you lose the investment, you are no more a trader. So there's no rule in trading that govern profit making. Rule number two, rule number one said, never lose your capital. And rule number two, never forget rule number one. That is two rules governing trading. So if you are a trader, the only thing you must be thinking of every time is my capital must not go. Not I must make a profit. My capital must not go. Not I must make a profit. By the time you are defending your capital, no matter how bad the market is, there will be sometimes profit will start coming without you running after it. But if you are a trader that always run after profit, by the time you look backward, your capital is gone. Then you are out of trading. So what are we using rollover for? In my own trading strategy, I use rollover. Okay, let me say this. Number one, trimming. What are we using trimming for? I use trimming to gather unrealistic profits. Unrealistic profit. Can somebody tell me what do we mean by unrealistic profit as a trader? Anyone in the house? Can somebody tell me what we meant when we say unrealistic profit in trading? Okay, can somebody tell me when we say unrealistic loss in trade? Okay, Mr. Snow Mezier, unrealistic profit?
Unrealistic profits as profit that you still need to give back to the market to safeguard your capital.
Thank you very much. Unrealistic profit is the profit you can roll over in the market to secure your capital. And how do we know it? You can see that sometimes you will see your balance like $550. Your balance is $550. Your equity is $500. Your float is minus $50. These are the three things that you normally see at the bottom of the trading platform. Okay. And you deposit $500 in your account. So don't let me do this. This one will not make good example. Let's say, I want to make good example that makes sense. Let's say we have 568 here. And we have like 420 here. This will be this will be now be our float will now be 8 4 148 minus $148. That will be our float. Okay. Now, anytime we are trimming, our balance will be growing. Our equity will be reducing. And our float will be increasing. Please try to understand what I'm saying here. Anytime we are trimming, the reason why we are trimming is to protect our capital. Because if you look at 568, it's more than $500 we put there. Anytime this balance less than 500, we have started losing money in the market. You must make sure that your balance, don't bother yourself about equity. Equity is your real money. Should be case you terminate the investment. You come out with 420, which is a big loss for you. You've lost $80 from your $500. Okay. So we are not talking about equity now. When we do rollover, our balance will be increasing. our unrealistic profit, which is a float, will be increasing. Our equity will be going down. Okay? So we use trimming to boost our balance. Okay. Now, when we come to rollover, we use rollover to reduce our balance and reduce our float. You must know the reason why we are using all these strategies. What do we want to achieve by using them? So your trimming is for you to gain more balance equity. I mean, more balance capital, more negative float, lower equity. Our rollover is to reduce our balance, reduce our unrealistic float, which is negative 148. But we are not talking about anything that will help us to increase our equity, which is our real capital. Okay? But anytime you are reducing your balance, make sure your balance does not go below the $500 or your capital you invested. Always protect your capital. Okay? So rollover help us to reduce our balance and reduce our float. Trimming help us to increase our balance and to increase our float. Okay. Is it clear to every one of us? If one or two persons say yes, so I can move to the next one.
Yes, it's clear.
All right, thank you. So the next one, please, when you come to class, have a pen and paper to write something down for you to look after the class. It's very important. You may be thinking you are getting me right now, but I can bet it. When it's only you, when it's left with you only, you will realize that I don't understand what this guy is saying. It's like he's speaking Chinese. Okay, the third one is what we call price zone management. Now, price zone management, these are balance. 568. Our equity. 480 or so. Our float is minus 120, if I'm saying okay. Minus 120. Minus 128. It should be like that. Anytime you are now going to price zone management, what does price zone management does? Price zone management increase our equity, reduce our float, and keep our balance at equilibrium. Let me come again. Price zone management. We use it to keep our balance at equilibrium level. Use to appreciate our equity. For our equity, we will now see that your equity is now become 490, 491, 492 to go up until it meets your capital and started going above your capital. That's what we use price zone management for. And this float now, we use it to reduce it. You will now see your equity, your float will become 120, will become minus 120, minus 119, minus 118. The more you get it right, the more your float comes down, your equity appreciates. Do we understand that? Please, 1 or 2 person in the class? 1 or 2 person?
Yes, sir.
I explain now.
Sir.
Pardon? Somebody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we understood what you see. This is a foundation of everything we are going to be learning going forward. If this foundation is not clear to you, you won't know the reason why you are trimming. You won't know the reason why you are rolling over. You won't know the reason why you are doing price zone management, because you don't know what you want to achieve. You are confused. That is why when I look at some people's accounts, I'll just be laughing that why is your balance? No, let me give you an instance of one of our students that is part of us since last year. I will give us what I saw in his account when he called me that it's like he's tired. He doesn't understand anything. You know, this person, I think he put $500 in his account. So the balance was around 1,200. The equity is now 100. And the float is about minus 800. Then I ask him, your real money is almost blown off. Unrealistic money is very huge. It's like you have on your balance, you have 1,002, which is about, if I don't make a mistake, it should be around 120% profit. But this profit is unrealistic. And your float is minus 800. Your real money, which is your equity, if you want to liquidate the investment at that point, is 100. That means you can't liquidate this investment because already you are short $400 on your equity. He said, yes, I trim nicely. Everything is, I said, you are doing nonsense. Yes, you trim nicely. Why are you trimming? He doesn't know. This person is just putting knife and start trimming with knife and scissors. He doesn't understand why he's streaming. He doesn't understand what you want to achieve with streaming. He doesn't understand what you... So this is main reason why I'm taking over this part to help everybody to understand that each thing you are using, streaming has purpose. Rollover has purpose. Price zone management has purpose. You must know which one you want to use to achieve what you want to achieve at that particular point in time. You don't just take them. Like you go to surgical operation, if you're a medical doctor, you want to operate somebody. You just pick knife, then you pick scissors, but you don't know why you are picking them. Is that not insane? That's exactly what is happening here. Then I told him, how much your capital is 500. If we remove 500 from this, we still have 1,000. No, we have like $700 profit. Roll over this 700 to reduce this float and to reduce your lot size risk. So me and the person now, we started doing that. As of today, as I'm talking to you, this person account is sitting, equity is now at $400 from $100. Because now I explained to him, whenever you want to use trimming, this is what you want to achieve. Whenever you are using rollover, this is what you want to achieve. Whenever you want to use price zone management, this is what you want to achieve. So I think this 3 skill is clear to every one of us. For you to be a successful trader, I will do the recording, Mr. Free FR. I will do the recording is going on. I'm going to put it in the group so that people can look at it again. Now, we have 3 skills to learn when you are in this class. 3 skills. Trading, rollover, price zone management. So these are the 3 skills you are going to learn. And these 3 skills, you don't necessarily need them if robot didn't edge. I have one of our members. I set up account when you normally set up account last year manually. I set up our account, I think August 2024. Up to today, this account has not edged. It has not even near edging. The woman said, but everybody, their account are edging. I said, because everybody have level of greed. Your own greed. You understand investment. You understand business. That is why you are not hustling like that. This person wake up in the morning, go to her work, knock off from work, come back home and relax. And you know that trading is an investment. So what did we do different from other people that after 1 day, their account is edged? After 2 days, their account is edged. They will now be rollover doing everything. This woman put all our time frame on H4. When you put your time frame on H4, the robot will trade more accurate trade for you. When you put it on H1, the robot will trade fairly filter signals without much noise. And that's why you have edge almost every time, especially when your capital is small. And I have some people among us, they trade 15 minutes. This kind of people, they are trading noise in the market. They will be edging from edging to edging, from edging to edging. So this person wants to work hard. This person wants to work smart. That is the difference between two of them. Because the more the higher time frame you are trading, the more accurate signal the robot is trading for you. So people that want to use trading as an investment, they use this. They use H4. So that at the end of the month, where after they want to save, they put small money in their capital, in their portfolio again. At the end of the month, they put small capital in their portfolio again. They will keep on adding to their portfolio for year in, year out, without any stress or much work to do. But if you are using 1 hour, there's tendency that after like 3 weeks, 1 month, you are going to edge, because if you have this skill for 3, if you have this 3 skill, it's not a problem. You edge, you remove, you do everything, then you return the robot back, and everything is fine. And if you have these 3 skill, 15 minutes is fine. You can trade 15 minutes, trade the noise. You get more profit, but you are going to work for it. You are going to sweat for it. It's fine. Some people want money that they can sweat for. Some people want money that will come regularly, but they don't want any headache, big headache. Those are the people that are using H4. So in our class going forward, these 3 scale is what we are going to be deliberating on. We are going to be deciding on till we finish this year class and we move to 2026. And the same account we are using since 2024 for our class practical is what we are going to use till, I don't know. But at that account, that statement, I'm going to trade it for 10 years. As far as we are still doing these classes. So that you can see that you can trade your capital for 20 years without losing it. It's possible. I'm telling you, 100% possible. So this is what I'm going to talk about tonight. So after now, I want to quickly go to one of our members' live account. Then we check what we can apply out of these 3 skills. Then we move to question and answer, question and Q&A section, and we call it a day. So let me quickly do that. So I'm going to stop this recording. Let's move to this person's account. I don't know, maybe the owner of the account is in the class, but I told him that I'm going to use his account for practical. Please, Mr., are you in the class? Are you in the class? You see? The owner of the account is
I'm in the class, so.
But are you in the class?
Yes,
sir.
All right. So now, if you look at these trades, this is your Australian USD, and this is your Chef USD. Okay, let's start from Chef. So now on a Chef account, I'm on 4 hours time frame. If I move to daily, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, let's move for trading, and the system doesn't take you time for you to decide what to do. Okay, if you look at daily, we have supply zone on top, we have demand zone, and we have another demand zone, which is not strong. Green and white is green and red are very strong zone, okay? So now, the way I normally analyze is, it doesn't take me 10 minutes to analyze. I just come, I put line on this zone. Then I move to, what I'm doing now is what we call multiple time frame analysis, okay? Then I move to, what's wrong with this thing now? Okay. I move to, let me just do something here. Sorry, is a Zoom. What do we call this thing? Is Zoom something that is disturbing me now? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't give me a space to change my time frame. So now I move to time frame 4 hours. If you look at 4 hours, look at the daily zone. The sensitive place in daily is here. Okay. So now we want to look at sensitive place in 4 hours. Can somebody tell me what strategy are we using now, and what do we want to achieve based on our last explanation class? What are we doing now? Out of the 3 skills, which skill are we using now? Which skill are we using now? Anybody in the class? Which skill are we using?
Price zone management.
Price zone management. And what do we want to achieve when you are using price zone management?
To increase our equity.
Thank you, sir. To increase our equity. That's what we want to do. So now, price zone, yes, Mr. Freeze so blow. Okay, so now we come to 4 hours. We look at this zone also, price zone management. That's what we are using. We want to start reducing our risk and increasing our equity. So if you look at it here, this zone is telling me that, okay, this zone is super green. It's going to be strong zone, but that is not enough. I want to go to 1 hour and see. 1 hour is telling me that there's no zone in that place. There's no zone at all, because you can see the 2 white line and the price is in between. Then I go to 30 minutes. 30 minutes told me that, in fact, 30 minutes have already told me that this place, there's a zone, but it's not a strong zone, but you want to buy here. So what I'm going to do with all this combination of, you can see 15 minutes is telling me that, okay, this is area, market has been ranging for a very long time, and there's a zone, and you can see it's in between that 4 hours. You understand? So now I'm going back to my 4 hours, and I want to make my decision. Look at this cell. I'm going to close this cell, which is a chef cell. You see, I'm going to close it at profit. The top one is buy. Then what am I going to do here? I need to put a pending sell, because I must not open the leg. We are edge trader. We don't use stop loss. Now, as I close this sell, I've opened the leg. What did I mean by open the leg? Let's come to symbol. If you look at chef, this is buy 0.02. This is another buy 0.03. 0.02 plus 0.03, that's a 0.05, which is buy. If you look at sell, 0.04. One leg is bigger than one leg. We don't trade like that as edge trader. All the 2 legs must be 0.5, 0.05. Now, if we now say, okay, we want to put pending order here, we are going to look at the distance. Is this distance, is it not going to affect us for market to move closer? I mean, to move. If you have good capital, we can do that. But now, I normally go to 1 hour. I can see 1 hour is not telling me anything. It doesn't give me any guide. I come to 30 minutes. 30 minutes gave me a guide, but the guide is not strong. This is the guide he gave me, that I can put my sell stop here. I can put my sell stop here. But you can look, I can say, okay, no, yeah, I can put but this zone is not strong. It's not too strong. Let me do something here so that you can see. You can see your software is telling us weak supply zone. You can see. I mean, support zone. Weak support zone. So we want something that you can be a little bit sure of when it's verified resistance and retest, verify, retest, verify, retest. Those are the area that is very strong, very, very strong. So because of this, I can say, okay, let me take a risk. Then I'm going to put my sell stop somewhere here to balance 0.05 buy side. So now I'm going back to my H4. You can see where the H 30 minutes time frame is telling me. But if I look at this small distance, I can change my mind and say, okay, let me put it here. You can put it here, but you can hit it and start going up, because you know how market behave. That's why many people will say, those stop loss user, they will say, hit my stop loss and it started going to where I want it to go. Yes, But we are not stop loss user. We are edging trader. So I can say, okay, let me put it below this 4 hours zone. Then I'll come to new order. Can somebody tell me what loss size for us to balance this leg? Are you okay? Can somebody tell me in the class what loss size are we going to use to balance the leg?
0.1.
Thank you, sir. 0.1. And it will be a pending order. Then it will be a sell limit. It will be a sell stop. Then our price is this price below the white line, which is 0.88874. 88874. Yeah. Then we say place order. You can see our pending order is already hanging here, which is here. You can see it, but I'm going to take it back to here. So what happened now is that if market didn't come here and market started going up, our equity will start growing faster. But if market comes down and eats it, our equity will go down a bit again, and our float is going to increase a bit. Don't let all those things give you a scare. Market will do that several times. So don't panic, don't do anything. When it happens like that, what you do is to plan yourself against the zone, check other zone, check where your profit is, close out profit, balance the leg until you start seeing the appreciation. I do this a lot because market, because you make profit this month does not mean you are going to make profit next month. But what are we defending? We are defending our capital. The capital of this person when he funded this account is $500. Let's see. You see, the day he funded the account, January 2024, January 16, 2024. You can see he funded $5,000. January to today, I mean July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. This account is about 7-month account. He has not even near blowing because this person is a edge trader, no stop loss. People that have been using stop loss may have blown this account in 7 months. And you can see, and if you look at margin level, it's 92,000%. So the security on this account is very tight. It can't blow anyhow. So that is why you have to learn this skill. It cannot grow. Even if this person doesn't make profit, this account can still be trading for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Because if you look at the margin level, 92%. That means this account is not even near 1% of blowing for 7 months. Even though this person abandoned this account for 2 months, he's afraid, he doesn't know what to do. He abandoned it for 2 months. But still, look at what happened. But if this person is using stop loss, he might have forgotten this account for a very long time. So now, if the market doesn't go, I think the owner of this account, please, you need to tell me tomorrow or next tomorrow where the price is. I'm checking your account every time because I like helping my students. I don't want anybody to blow account. You can see that since last week, I still keep your account with me. The only thing is, I didn't trade it, but I'm monitoring it to see what you are doing at your end. If I see that you do a stupid thing, I'll probably call you. That what you are doing is wrong, but you didn't touch it. You just told me that one of the pending order have been picked, and immediately you told me I check it. I can see that, okay, this night I'm going to use it to explain in the class. So that is what we are going to do on this account tonight, and there's nothing else. So let me go to my funded account. Let me quickly talk about the funded account also. What is that account now? Okay. If you are in the class last week, you will see that the same thing I showed every one of us last week is the same thing. That is what I used to tell people. Trading need patience. Look at this account. Since February 3, the February 13, February 14, market doesn't give me space or chance to trade. And because I understand the principle of trading, that I cannot force markets to give me profit. What did I do? I leave it. But if you look at my chart, I've programmed my chart in such a way that Any direction market want to go, I've already pre-programmed myself. So I don't check these trades. I go and do my work. I come back home with peaceful mind. I sleep. I watch my Netflix because I don't need to sit in front of my computer. 10 minutes, I've already decided what I want to do based on my price zone management. So that you cannot see. You can see that what we are teaching in the class, we are using live money, live account. We are not like people that are sending you signal that you don't even know maybe they are trading. You never see their trading account ever. You are just buying signal every month. We are using, in my class, I use live account to explain because I'm sure of what I'm doing. I'm not guessing. So this account has already qualified for funding. As I'm talking to you, in a few days' time, Axie will give this account $5,000. It's already qualified for funding. And if you ask me, when last did you trade on this account? February 14. Today is February 25. That means for the past 11 days, I didn't touch it because market doesn't move and I can't push the price. So why must I give myself headache? You must learn how to trade with rest of mind. Trading is freedom. But in as much you are trading, you are sweating, you are running up and down, you can't sleep, you are watching your phone, then you are enslaved yourself to trading. Then you are not enjoying trading anymore. Trading is a freedom. So if you are coming to my class, I will teach you how to trade with freedom. With freedom. Everything I want to do here does not take me 1 minute. I've already made my mind. Nothing I want to do here. I'm moving out of this account right away. Now let's go to the third account so that after the third account, we stop. I'll quickly ask, take like 2 or 3 questions, then I'll stop because there's somebody in our class from India. Already they are 1 a.m. in India now. She's supposed to be sleeping, but I normally scold her, so she joined the class tonight. Right now, please.
Yes, sir.
Because of you, I'll close this class so that you can go and sleep because I know it's somehow 2 a.m. in India now. So now let's go to the third account I want to show us. Sharp. Let me quickly go fast because I want us to be learning from everything we are doing in the class. Okay, that's why we make a class that is multi. What do we call it? Everybody is attending. Everybody is okay. Do you see the new chart? This is the second chart. This new chart I'm putting. Did you see it? 1 or 2 persons?
Yes.
Okay. This is a derivative account. This is a synthetic account. If you look at this account, when last did I came here to trade it? I was here on the 20. Today is 25. That means 5 days ago. You can see the way I'm trading. 5 days ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't touch my trading because there's no reason for me to touch it. I've already analyzed what I want to go. If market doesn't reach there, the day market reaches there, the day I'm going to. And now this is not a demo account, guys. This is 1 hour. Okay, this is my 1 hour. All right. Let me check my 4 hours. This is my 4 hours. I don't have anything to do here because this is a trap. You can see the zone. They are fully wide. So what if you ask me what I want to do now? I'm going to buy here. I'm going to sell here. You can see my sell limit on top here, which is here, sell limit. So now, with what I saw now, I just drag this one down. I've made my decision. If market hit here, I want to sell. If market doesn't hit here, I've edged my leg on top. This is the one I used to edge my leg on top, which is buy. I'm done. 10 minutes, I'm done. You don't need to look at support and resistance. You look at is it a trend? Is it a trend? All those things is nonsense. Look at this now. Some people will be following this trend. This trend will not tell you when it's going to turn back. It has turned back. Then you start panicking. You can't trade like that if you are on my platform. Now the decision I want to make here, I'll make it. Now where am I going? Why Forex is so unpredictable. Look at this account. We want to do something. We started this account in December 2024, December 1. Between December 1 to December January 1, making 1 month. In 1 month of this trade, I withdrew $1,000 from this account. $1,000 is what I will do from this account. Now let's look at January. Now January 1 to February 1, which is second month, February 1. Did I make profit? $161. This is account I make $1,000 profit the first month. The second month, $161. Now let's go to quickly go to no, not here. Let's quickly go to February, which the month we are in, February 1 till today. Did you see? Minus $83. So that is why many amateur blow accounts. Because you make $1,000 in the first month, you want to make $1,000 second month, you want to make $1,000 the third month. It doesn't work that way. Don't let anybody lie to you. I may not make $500 profit for the next 3 months. I will start playing with the market until market give itself back to me based on my trading skill, which is trimming, rollover, price zone management. So don't let anybody tell you that every month you must make. That's why when people tell you that you want to give somebody money to trade for you, and instead you will be giving you 10% every month, it's a lie. It's going to blow that account. Market is not something you can get fixed return every month. You don't know what the economy market will say. Because I make $1,000 in January does not make I will make $100 in the next 2-3 months. But what happened is that I would never let my capital goes down. If you look at my balance now, my balance is $3,730. And the deposit is $3,658. So this is what I'm protecting. This balance must not go below my deposit. Once you know that, market will come to play into your hand. And for me to prove to you guys, if you look at all history, let's go down. This is a live account. This is an account of 3,000 plus. Look, withdraw $1,000. We don't tell lies here. We show people how we doing it. And if you can follow the instruction, you can learn the skill. Forget about losing money with any broker again. I'm telling you, I trade one deposit. I will trade one deposit for 3 years, 4 years without adding to that deposit. Unless my investment portfolio that I know that I normally add money into it every month ending as my pension, my old age pension. That one, I can add $10, I can have $50, depend on how much I want to save at the end of the month. And remember that when you are saving money, you are not turning it around. You are wasting your time because inflation will eat that money you are saving. You have to have the mind of saving the money, and you are trading that money you are saving so that it can be covered up the inflation. So Forex is sweet, very, very sweet, but you have to get the skill. And the skill is not difficult. The skill, number one skill is patient. Number two skill is trimming. Number three is rollover. Number four is price zone management. And if you look at what Derif is doing for me, look at it. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Look at what they are charging me. I didn't trade because some people will say, no, they are charging me $1.40 every day. I must make profit today. They are using this thing, all these charges they are charging me every day. They want to play upon my trading psychology. If I'm not disciplined, I want to quickly make money to cover this. And in the process, I'm going to blow my account. I don't even care about this. I care about my analysis. I want to know where is the zone. What is happening in that zone? Is my capital still intact? Yes. Is my equity appreciated to some level? Yes. Is my float under control? Yes. You are fine. Every month is not the month you make profit. And there's some month you can make 30% of your capital. Because market will play into your hand if you are patient enough. If you are a patient trader, market will play into your hand. But it may play into your hand once in 3 months, once in 2 months. And the good thing is you are happy because your capital is secured and is growing every day. So this is where I'm going to stop tonight. Please, I will give 3 people to raise up their hand. If you have a question, just 3 people because we already spent 6 minutes above our schedule. Can we quickly have question if there's a question section so that we call it a day tonight? Any question from any angle? Please, if there's no question, then I'm going to call it a day. Okay, I saw somebody.
Hello, sir.
Please raise up your hand before you say anything. Please kindly share the recording version. Yes, I'm going to do the recording version. I'm going to share it. Okay, Mr. Gbenga.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Yes, please. I just wanted to find out something. Like, I think in the last class, you mentioned something about take profit, how to set it on that on the chart. Please, do you mind just giving us an example of how to do that?
Okay,
Please.
let me give you the example. It's not a problem, Mr. Gbenga. Mr. Gbenga, my father, you hold me your father rights. Papa don't produce of father in South Africa. So now let's come to this account. This is a funded account. For me to explain what you want to do, we have to do it practically. Okay. So I'm going to close all this pending order. You can see that I've reduced it to this level. Now, if you look at what I did here, all these three trades are trading. I can't use chart 2 because I've not reduced all my lot size to the minimum. Oh, my screen is not showing. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Gbenga. You didn't even ask. You didn't even tell me that my screen is not showing. Oh my goodness! And I've closed some things. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Did you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
All right. So now, if you look at since about 2 weeks, market is not moving. So now, I bought I bought. There's a buy order here. This is my take profit here. Okay, but I don't want to put it below the supply directly. I want to put it a little bit down. Yeah. So now you can see that price is almost hit my take profit here. This one, this 13. Yeah. Price is almost hit it. But now what am I going to do is that I don't want to leave this thing and go to bed. Because if market close this at profit, it closes at profit. What is going to happen? My buy, which is at 0.03, is going to close. And what is going to happen? I have 0.03 sell running. Now, if market close and price break this untested resistance, which is a supply zone, and price break it up, and there's no security here, what is going to happen to this trade? I will start incurring losses. I can fail this. I can fail this funded account. I can fail because if market close, this profit, one leg has been out. It's not balanced again, and market now started going up. And I wake up, market is somewhere here. Let's say when I wake up tomorrow morning, market is somewhere here. So my float will have been maybe 120 minus 120. Then what happened? My equity will be below 500, then I'm not qualified again for funding. So if for me not to do that, I'll first of all say, okay, let me secure my buy leg here above. Remember, we cannot buy into the supply zone and we cannot sell into the supply zone. Always remember all these basic theories. They are very important theories. So now I'm going to put pending order here by 0.03 to edge this 0.03 sell. So now I'm going to come here. I will say 0.03, not market execution pending order. You can see it's on top. No. You want to say so? Hello?
No.
Hello?
My internet. I think my internet.
Are you hearing me now? Me, I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me? I think my internet just stopped.
Don't worry, your internet didn't want you to get it. So now the price is below, and I want to do pending order on top. So this one will be buy stop. The buy stop is because the price is low. I want to buy on top. That's the buy stop. Then what's price? This is my price, which is 1.28545. You understand? I'm going to buy here. Now, what I did now is just to make sure that if
my internet is not working.
Just to make sure that if this buy while I'm sleeping, it take profit. This buy is standby here to do what? To edge. But if market doesn't reach here, market started coming down, I will be making a lot of profits because my equity now will start growing. Now, going back to your question, I want to take profit here. Because you are asking, where did I take profit? I want to take my profit below the supply zone. So now I'll come back to my buy stop. I'll say modify.
Hello, sorry, sir. I think all the while you were talking, I think I couldn't hear you.
You are going to hear it in the recorded version. I can't wait for you, sir. Recorded version. Make sure I will upload the recorded version tomorrow. There's nothing we can do with your internet. Internet is technology. So I can't say I will wait until you are ready. So the take profit you are asking is now I put a pending order here. And then I want to take profit below the supply zone. That is the way I put my take profit. My take profit, if I'm selling, let's say I'm selling here, my take profit will come down. It cannot go up. It will come down because I'm selling. I must come and put my take profit. Let me see something here. I'll come and put my take profit on this zone because I must not sell into demand zone. It's a law of trading. It's a rule. So now, in our situation now, we have bought here, our take profit must be below this supply zone. So now what I'm going to do now is to come here and say modify, and I say take profit. You see, take profit in front of it is 1.29474. Then I'll say, you see, don't mind, I'll just take it back. This is my take profit. Now, because I put another take profit here, that means if this market come here, take this profit, break and buy again, take this profit, what happened? My leg is open again. So we have to be playing a defensive game every time. So I can ask, okay, now, okay, let me just put another buy here, which is a new order, pending order, not immediate market order, which is 0.03, buy stop also, because we want to buy, and at this price, which is 1.31063. Then I say this. You can see. I take it back down to where it's supposed to be. I want to put. Now, for me not to keep on repeating the same thing, I will leave this one without take profit. So that if I thought this one it will edge my leg back. It will edge the leg back. It will edge the leg back. And this is the way I trade. This is the way I trade. Okay? This is the way I trade. Now, as you look at it now, I can trade here. I can close these two trades. If you look at this one is 12.81 or 8 something. This one is 11. This one is greater than this, but I will not close it because my swipe doesn't give me opportunity to close it. I have 44 cents. 44 minus 44 cents as my swipe. So if I remove minus 44 cents from here, this and this will be almost the same thing. I won't do that. So I would rather let it go and eat. You can see for this one to eat this take profit, I've stayed in this market for 11 days. And look at this small space. Market didn't touch it. This is how market normally play with amateur emotion. Amateur emotion. When you are amateur, market would always threaten your life. Look, it nearly touched it here. Look at it. Okay, okay. This is the maximum. Look at this candle. It nearly touched my take profit, and it come down again. And he has spent some few days without going back there. But I don't care. Once I come to in the morning tomorrow, when I wake up, I'll check. If it doesn't touch it, I go to my work. When I come back at work, I'll check. If it doesn't touch it, it's fine. If it is 1 month to this time it touch it, that's where I'm going to take that profit. Because now, if you look at a minus 11 here, if I add it to this one now, it's going to give me 455, 56. This is 90. I can still make $1 here, but that is not my plan. My plan is for you to hit this take profit, then this one take out, then I can take out this one manually. Then what will I do? I will edge it back with buy 0.02 because this one is far up. I'll edge it back, but I'm not going to trade that way. My decision is you must come and take this profit. When you take this profit, I will now make my decision that time. But I won't let market force me to make a wrong decision, because market will be playing with your emotion if you are not the kind of person that have patience. So that is all we can talk about tonight. So Mr. Benga, I've answered your question, but when you're
yes, you answered it, but I'm going to review it on the video again.
From the video, okay. Thank you very much. And we are calling it a day here. We have spent 17 minutes above the time we need to spend. Right now, we'll talk next time. We have a class on Friday. Again, I have a practical class on Friday that we are going to do a lot of this trimming, rollover, and maybe we'll use calculator for our trimming calculator. Just make sure you are coming to class. Make sure you are coming to class. All these things is very simple. You just need to master them and know the reason why you are trimming, know the reason why you are rollover. My rollover, if you ask me, most of the time I do rollover once in a month. The last day of the month, that's when I roll over my account. Because it's not compulsory that you must roll over every day, every week. You can roll over every Friday before market close. But me, I only trim throughout the month and I do price zone management. When it is last day of the month, then I do or first day of another month, like March 1, that is when I will do rollover of my account. So having said this, I will say good night to everyone. I really thank you for your time. Until we meet again, please don't play with the classes. Come to class and come and learn. It will be profitable to every one of us. So
sure, sir. But as I've mentioned that I'm not as a techno-savvy person, so it will take time to try my hands on this new things, things.
Yeah, this is new thing, but it's difficult. It's not difficult. It's not difficult to learn. So the only thing is just need to put your mind in what we are teaching, and you're going to learn it. If you put your mind in it, if some people are already getting funded account by using the same method, and they have not up to 1 year with me, so definitely it depends on how serious individual is. So if you are serious and you determine to know it, you know it, because this is not pure mathematics or pure arithmetic or engineering maths that you'll be running away from. This is just to know what to do at what time and for the purpose. What is the purpose of you doing it? So right now, there's no problem. We'll see next week. We'll see on Friday. I'll say good night to everyone and God bless. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time. Good night.
Thank you, sir.